Hello, my name's Dominic King. I'm a strength and conditioning coach here at the Tennis Congress. What we're going to go through now is a progressive warm-up and a preparation to get you ready to get on the court and give it your best. First exercise is a walking arm swing. So it's going to walk forwards, and as you walk forwards, swing the arms backwards. Really looking to try and get the arms up nice and straight, brush the ears as you go. When you get to the other side, it's going to walk backwards and then swing the arms forwards. And again, same thing, just really looking to get up nice and high. Start off slow, get big as you go. Next one is a walking leg swing. So it's going to walk forwards, kick the leg up, and then swing it back and go into the next stride. So looking to go smoothly from one step to the next without too much of a break in between. Again, start off small, get bigger as you go and try and increase the range of the exercise as you go. When you get to the other side, just going to walk forward and go heel to toe, and just going up through from the heel, up onto the toe, stay on the ground, and try and get the opposite arm and leg working at the same time. So left knee up, right hand, and then vice versa. Next, we're going to have a walking quad stretch. So just walking forwards, a couple of steps in between, and then just bring the foot up behind you. Just looking to, again, just dynamically warm up the muscles as we go, walking across. So just pulling the foot up and loosening out through the front of the leg, the quad muscle. And when you get to the other side, turn around and same thing, but just looking to bring the knee up to the chest. So again, just start off small and really challenge that range and get the glute nice and warmed up. Next, we're going to take it into some forward lunges, but as you lunge forward, reach up and over with the opposite arm. So if I go forward with my left leg, reach the right arm up and over. Again, really trying to look to get the arms by the ear as you go, lunge forward, reach up and then over. So we're loosening out through the hips, but also through the thoracic spine as we bend sideways. So reaching up and then over, reaching up and over, and then start off small and then just try and get a little bit bigger as you go with that. And we get to the other side, this time just going to go for a reverse lunge and then have a rotation. So again, we're still looking to try and work through the hips and through the back. So if my left leg is forward, if my right leg is forward now, turn to my right, and if my left leg is forward, turn to the left. And again, start off small and just get a little bit bigger as you go. And now we're gradually warming up through the hips and through the upper back. Back likes to rotate, hand side bend. So we've got to warm those up. And just following the lunges, just going to do a nice little jog over and back. So just a little jog forwards and then backwards. Just to try and start bringing the intensity of the warm up a little bit. So now, having done the forward lunges, we're now going to go into some side lunge positions to loosen out the hips and the frontal plane. So we're going to go for a side lunge into a curtsy lunge, and again, side lunge into a curtsy lunge. Really trying to get nice big strides as you go sideways, big strides with the curtsy lunge, keeping the body upright, chest up as you go. When you get to the other side, just go back and do the same thing the other way. So again, just try and get nice and low into it, loosen up the hips, posture up, maintain posture as you go. And that's going to really help you when we have to move sideways on the court, which is most of the movements in tennis. And we go from that again just into a nice little lateral shuffle. Just increase the intensity a little bit as we go. Get the arms involved as well. So now just heart rate should be getting up a little bit and starting to increase the intensity. Okay, so now we're going to look to really start to increase the intensity of things a little bit and get a little bit more explosive with it. So every third step, going to pick the knee up. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Just working off the midfoot, nice contact into the ground. And just before you get another sprint kind of exercise, then just going to go into for a bit of shoulder warm up. So have the palms together and just take the fingers back and go into a Y. Really looking to get the thumbs pointing back behind you and just warming up the shoulders. So important to warm up the shoulders before we get on the court. And just carrying on the sprint warm-ups, this time I'm going to do what's called an ankling. So just bounce off the midfoot and just try and get some nice height as you bounce across. Nice, good, quick contact with the ground. And when you get to the other side, just before you go again, palms together, just take it out into a T. Again, really squeeze through the upper back of the shoulders, just getting all those muscles working before going onto the court. And then the next part of what I call the sprint warm-up is an A skip. So it's 2 contacts with the ground for each foot. So 2 contacts, 2 contacts. Again, nice drive into the ground with the foot, opposite arm, opposite leg. When you get to the side again, just another one for the shoulders. Palms together again, this time pull back and down. Really trying to get the muscles working down through the lower traps, down by the shoulder blades. Squeeze it back. Really warming up those shoulder muscles. And then the final part, or the final pairing of the sprint and shoulders, is a bound. So kicking the legs out a little bit further in front of you. It's going to go across, kick across. And then when you get to this side, taking the arms up into 90-90 and then going for an external rotation. So just bringing the arms back, really working and warming up those shoulder muscles, those shoulder external rotators. And so we're going to just increase the power aspects of the warm-up, really getting the intensity up before we get on the court. So we're going to go for a triple hop. Just going to come one leg and just drive forwards, 1, 2, and then land. Just turn around, do the same thing on the way back with the other leg, and try and nail that last landing. From that, because of the force you put into the ground there, now we're going to take it into a forward sprint. So you just start behind the line and just drive it forwards to the other side. And so what we do forwards, in tennis we need to do sideways as well. So we're going to do what we call a lateral Haydn 3 times. Just going to leap out, land, leap, land. That's 3. Then go back. And then again. After that one, we're going to take that into a bit of a lateral movement for some speed. Get down nice and low, athletic height, and then just drive out sideways. And then drive back. And then take that into a karaoke. And back. And then a little crossover step into a lateral shuffle. So crossover, lateral shuffle, crossover, lateral shuffle. And that should really start to get the heart rate up and get you ready to move on the court. Okay, so now we're going to start thinking about actually putting it into some change of direction, some movement patterns on the court. So you're going to start off just by the sideline, shuffle over, turn and go, and then when you get to the side, stop on the sideline. Reset, same thing, lateral shuffle, turn and go, and then decelerate. Want to make sure we incorporate that deceleration into it, because being able to stop is so important. And so the last little piece of the puzzle before we get on court is a bit of multi-direction movement and some shadow shots. So really trying to get ourselves mentally and physically prepared to get on there. Just starting off in the middle, nice athletic base, on split step, move out, shadow a shot, come back in there, reset, shadow, trying to go to all different directions. As you go, come back in, make sure you do the backhand side as well. And back in, again, make sure you reset before each one, not rushing through it, but when you go nicely into it and back in. You can repeat that if you like, but after that, you should be ready to get on the court.